Hello. I am now recording a video and you are watching it. So here we go. This is Iron Juggernaut, another preview of a Siege of Orgrimmar boss. And this one, I feel like I say this with everyone though. I was going to say this one is a really cool encounter, but I really do like them all, to be honest. And you've already seen a few, and there hasn't really been many complaints. There's one, a fucking bug fight is just... I would be happier if they removed that one guy from it anyway. But this is just going to be... This is an interesting fight. I guess it's a gatekeeper type encounter. And I'm not going to lie to you, we didn't get very far, but later on we realized that the boss had... I guess it had more health than it was supposed to. I don't know how much more health. But what I do want to show you here is just footage of the main phases. Now, I don't have a lot of good footage because what happened was we had good attempts rolling, and like the first 3-4 attempts we got quite far, and then the fucking server just went down, and I didn't have like good footage of it, just had like pieces, so I just deleted it all, and I was thoroughly upset with the server. Like, we were the only ones with issues. Okay, we were the only group with issues. Well, there's other groups, I guess, but... So I literally just trashed the footage and said, fuck this, and logged off. And then this is like the last half hour of the testing because it eventually came back up. And, yeah. But, so, it's kind of a longer video because this is literally 2 whole attempts towards the end. And we had better attempts in the beginning, like I said, but I didn't have them recorded and because I didn't think, I thought we were going to make serious progress on it. Anyway. So this encounter is a gatekeeper encounter, and it certainly is that. It has a massive amount of health. I don't know if this is exactly how much it's supposed to have, but and it does a massive amount of damage. There's 2 distinct phases. What you're looking at right now is phase 2. Okay, it's essentially a transition type phase, somewhat akin to the... what is it? The Lich King. Remember the Lich King transition phases where like the boss just kind of stops doing shit and then you have to deal with other stuff? It's not as intense, obviously, but it is a massive amount of healing. There's a knockback. You see, look at that dude just got knocked. I don't even know who that is. That might be Siler. But yeah, this is nuts. We're going to go through another full attempt, at least full 2-phase attempt with what I have recorded anyway, but it's a really interesting fight. I want to show you a few mechanics that I think are really, really ingenious. And then you guys could... I'm going to also give everyone Dunkin' Donuts gift certificates, so you guys can all go get yourself a coffee at the end. But anyway, here's actual footage of what I consider a decent attempt. I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. We're both watching together, aren't we? It's fucking like 2 a.m. Fuck Iron Juggernaut. Anyway, this dude's got a drill, and he's going to fucking use it on the tanks. The tanks are going to get demolished, and I don't know if that's intended or what. But right there, you see that red circle? That is too large. I don't know if that's intended or what, but it's so large that you cannot get out of it. If you are in the middle of it, when it comes out, it is literally not possible for you to avoid the damage from it. So I don't know if that's intended. I imagine it's not. Those rock lines chasing people, from what I understood in the fight, did absolutely nothing. But here's the first main mechanic. There's 3 bombs that come out. When they explode, they deal 300,000 damage to the raid, every raid member. A brave individual, as so it says in the Dungeon Journal, could step on them and destroy them before that. And you see what I did there was I bubbled, and it reduces... And they do damage to you, obviously, when you step on them. They do like 1 million damage, which is obviously a lot, but... It is physical, so armor will reduce it. Now, I bubbled, okay? I bubbled and stepped on one, and you'll see a few other options here, but basically any big damage reduction, you can take one of these, and then you take them out of the fight. And from my perspective, I really like the concept of doing this because you obviously don't want to heal through that damage constantly. Now, other options are tanks doing it. Although I don't... People were saying on the PCR, like, your off-tank should take them. But I tried to take 3 at one point, and I couldn't get to all 3 of them in time. Like, they're sometimes too far away from each other. So I don't think that's right. I think you need to split them up and help, get designated group. Now, right there, you see me fuck up big time. Because I think what actually happened on that attempt was... I fucking... What I was trying to do was... Here's exactly what I was trying to do. I bubbled the first set, and I get 2. Because bubbles up long enough that I could get 2. Alright, and then I think Hibbs was taking the third. On the second set, the mages were taking him, and I was taking one with Divine Protection, which is a 20% reduction. Now you see me, yeah, here we go. I'm scrolling through the fucking combat text. Then on the third, I was going to bop myself, which lasts as long as bubble, so I was going to take 2 with bop. I had been doing it all night, and it was working fine. But I don't know how it happened, but I accidentally bopped Satronos, who was tanking on his Death Knight at the time. He was the frame right above my character's frame. And I notice here, you'll see on the screen if you're watching it full screen, that I get meleeed twice. And I die, obviously. So I did not die from the bomb damage. I died from melee. And that was because I bopped the fucking tank instead, I guess. I honestly don't know. I might watch this back a third time because... Anyway, long story short, that's the whole fight. And then here's the transition phase. And he's going to knock everyone back. So you want to be up against a flat surface. We use that wall. I don't know if it's the best option, but one way or the other, the bombs are also going to come out in this phase. So this is the time where you want your tanks doing it, because you do not have to tank the boss in this phase. But anyway, that's kind of the whole fight. It's not... I'm sorry I don't have great footage of this, but look at how fucking badass this boss is. You know what I mean? Look at this boss. He's a fucking legit tank. I don't know what else to say about that, except enjoy 5.4.